So guys, today we are here to do a breakfast review here at Stablegate in Denton. This is a brewer's fare. To be honest, I've looked at the menu online, just looks exactly the same as a beef eater menu, premium sausage, bacon, continental, etc. So yeah, going to get in there, have a look, see what it's all about, see what that breakfast's like. You've seen the dude. Let's get in there and see that food. So guys, did start off with some toast. We've already placed our order. What looked like the manager sat us down and seated us really quickly. Really nice person, explained everything with regards to the menus to us. So we knew exactly where everything was, showed us where to get everything we needed. He was here literally 2 minutes later to take the order if we were ready, or he would have come back. So we did place the order for the food straight away. Just while we're waiting, I've got a coffee, black Americano to try. It's not bad. I've had better black Americanos, but it's okay. Got toast, which is the malted. To be fair, I did notice this was the last of the malted. It has been replenished now, but it almost felt half toasted, some of it. 2 slices were normal, 2 slices almost felt toasted when I got it. Jams, I was getting a strawberry jam, but unfortunately they had no strawberry. But they did have apricot marmalade, raspberry and blackcurrant. I'm used to getting the butter portions when I come to places like this, like the square portions, but unfortunately all we've got today is spread, which isn't really for me, but hey ho, let's give it a go. So guys, just a quick one before I put the camera back in the stand. Would you say they were poached eggs or fried? I don't know whether they identify as poached or fried then. Do look poached from this part here, but in appearance they almost look like a fried egg. Sausage, we asked for well done, and I think, yeah, okay, just about. Everything else looks alright. I would say the hash browns looks very slightly pale, being critical, but other than that, everything looks good. So I'll put this back in its stand now and I'll come back to you in a sec. So guys, I have seasoned everything on the plate. Let's give it a go. So we'll check these poached eggs first, as you know, more often than not. That camera looks a little bit crooked to me. Let's just alter that slightly. There we go, that's better for me. So as we know, with eggs quite often, if you ask for poached, you get a salad egg, essentially. So let's check the yolk. That yolk's perfect. I did just say it looks almost like a fried, other than the edges look poached. Second egg, 2 for 2, perfect. Can't grumble about that. Let's see what we're like on taste. Decent. Beans next. The beans taste good. Just on the beans are warm. They're not hot, they're warm. Tasty mushroom, and they do taste like fresh mushroom, not tinned. Got a nice taste to them then. Again, warm, not hot. Try a bit of this premium sausage, not regular sausage, premium. I was just looking to see if there's any herb in there or anything, but there's nothing that's standing out to me. What about you? Anything standing out to you there? The sausage is really hot.
Breakfast all right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good, thank you. Yeah, that was the manager spoke about here. I've forgotten his name already. What was his name now? I've got Stuart in my head. I'm going to call him Stuart from now on. My memory is getting terrible, but he's brilliant. He's really good. Probably how he got the job. But yeah, it's very good. Yeah, sausages are really tasty actually. Onto the hash brown next. Hash brown feels a little softer than usual. Normally they're a tiny bit crispier, but regular sort of hash brown. Food is hot. On the hash brown it is hot. Try it with a bit of egg yolk. There's nothing wrong with the hash brown. Taste is good on it, and they're very soft. I'm just used to it having a more crispier outer, which this doesn't have, but it doesn't put me off the flavour in the hash brown itself. They are still really decent. Let's do a cross section of the black pudding. So you can maybe pick up on the camera there. So it's almost black all the way through, and it feels quite firm. Yeah, black pudding's overdone. It's almost killed itself, that black pudding, it's that overdone. Other than that, flavour wise, it tastes different to a lot of black pudding I've got. It almost tastes like, it's a bit like a Richmond sausage almost, but with something else added in there as well. I can't think what that other flavour is. It could potentially be an alright black pudding that's just been overdone, unfortunately. The bacon is back bacon. I'm guessing it's unsmoked.
He does not mess about.
The bacon's good. Yeah, nice living piece of bacon that. So all in all, $10.99 breakfast. All you can eat. Obviously I could have as much of any of this as I wanted. Going off everything I've tasted, the only thing I potentially wouldn't have, how it's been done there, is the black pudding. black pudding. It's got a bit of an unusual taste to the black pudding I've had in the past, and it's definitely been overdone. But everything else, beans could be a little bit warmer, being picky, but flavour wise, everything's pretty decent there. The toast, like I say, I got a mixture on 4 slices of toast. 2 were soft, 2 were almost toasted when I put them in the toaster because they've been sat on the desk for a while, and no normal butter, as I've said. Coffee's acceptable, but that's about it. So I'm going to stop the camera there. I'm going to come back to you shortly as I go through it, make sure the flavours are decent still and nothing that stands out, give you a better perspective on what I've eaten after I've eaten it. Don't come between a fat guy and his food, alright? Gotta say that this second cup of coffee is definitely a lot better than the first, so whether the beans had virtually run out on the first drink, I don't know, and maybe they've been topped up, but this one is a lot tastier coffee than the first one that I had, by far. So thought I'd better mention that in case I keep forgetting things at the minute, so making sure that I tell you that. But yeah, that's a better Americano than the first one. One thing I have noticed here is there's people cleaning all the time. It's like from the minute we got here, there's people going around cleaning, there's Hoover's just been on them, someone's cleaning all the worktop. It's like, but it is a very clean, it's one of the things you notice when you come in. It's a pretty clean place. It's a bit for this type of place that gets a lot of footfall. Quite often they're looking pretty worn, a bit battered in places, and I'm sure if you just went round with a magnifying glass you're going to see these places, but nothing jumps out, everything looks clean and tidy, which is good. It's very good for somewhere like this. The fact they've got people continuously cleaning, if you're maintaining something, it's going to potentially stay that way because you've got people in place constantly cleaning, and it does stand out here as a clean venue. Let's give the muffin a go. A very well presented muffin, feels nice and soft to be honest as well. And that's because it is nice and soft. It's got plenty of flavour to it as well, very soft though. It's like a veritable blueberry cloud. Decent that. So guys, we have got some yoghurts, 2 types of yoghurt here, natural yoghurt and strawberry yoghurt. I've gone for the mixed berries, whereas the wife's gone for the normal fruit. Really tasty that, to be fair. I don't normally have that, it just caught my eye today. I've seen it at other places and never bothered, but it caught my eye today. As did the blueberry muffins, which Beefeater used to do, but for some reason they stopped. Another thing to note is the fresh orange juice. Obviously it's not freshly squeezed orange juice, but it's very tasty orange juice. Finding that really enjoyable, to be fair. So I've had a couple of them. My blood sugars will be through the roof. But yeah, very tasty. So you can see here you've got your normal croissant, your pain au chocolat, pancakes, crumpets, white bread, malted brown bread, selection of jams, 2 toasters, a little bit slow them toasters to be fair. There was no butter, just this spread stuff, which wasn't really for me. Got your juice section and water across here, plates, coffee cups across here. Got your coffee machine here for doing all your drinks and stuff. Hot water, cups again, your fruit, your teas, coffee, milk for your cereals. Get your cereals on there, as well as on the stand I'll get to in a minute. And then in the chilled section here, you can see you've got strawberry yoghurt, natural yoghurt, your fruits, your blueberry muffins. And then coming across here, you've got your Cocoa Pops, Rice Krispies. Not sure what that one is. Quaker, cornflakes, Rice Krispies again, granola. What's this one? Spin it around for you, which is Special K. You got plenty to choose from there, guys, as you can see. And in the day, you've got obviously additional seating all around here, through to the back, as well as your main bar area. So guys, that was Stablegate Brewers Fair. What did we think about that? Well, firstly, earlier on you'll have heard me say about the butter and the strawberry jam. It's me, I'm blind. So I did go back and have a proper look afterwards when it was gone a little bit quieter, and there was strawberry jam there. I also noticed in the little side fridge there was fresh butter cut up. I did ask the manager about that, and he said normally they do have the normal packet butter that you're used to seeing, but because they didn't have any on this particular day when I've come, they cut the butter up into portions and put it in the side fridge. So there was butter available and there was jam available, so I can't knock it off for that. You'll also have heard me say about the bread. They did replenish it as soon as I took 2 slices that were a little bit dry, so I just left them and went back and problem solved. So that kind of took everything away that I complained about with regards to the toast, the jam and the butter. So that was that resolved. I have to say that fruit juice was really tasty. My first coffee, not so much. Second coffee, more like a coffee should be. A tip I was given, again from the manager, if you want it stronger, put a shot, oh excuse me, put an espresso shot in there first and then add your coffee. It's just so simple, isn't it? Why didn't I think of that? But luckily, Stuart, the manager, was there on hand to give me all these tips. I had a good chat with him as well afterwards, which was nice because you don't get that very often when you go to these places. But yeah, breakfast all round. Obviously, 2 poached eggs, both perfect. Unusual for a place like this. Quite often in an independent small cafe you can get that. In these bigger places like your Beefeater and table places like this that I've been to, you're getting a salad egg, and both of them were perfect. I thought the bacon was spot on, the sausages were lovely. I was told that it's the same sausage as Beefeater. They actually tasted nicer than the last time I had a Beefeater sausage. So, don't know, I just enjoyed it. I'm putting it down to the chef, big up the chef. The black pudding wasn't for me. I did ask about the black pudding because it was a slightly different flavour to what I'm used to. So I tend to have like your berry black pudding. Most places I go, it tends to be that very same berry type black pudding. This one was a slightly different black pudding. So my first impressions of that black pudding were that it was slightly overdone, because the black pudding I'm used to seeing is more of a purpley colour on the inside when it's cooked just right. If it's black all the way through, it tends to indicate it's been overcooked. This one, there was very thin purple layer in the centre, but the whole texture of it was completely different, as was the flavour. And that's been explained to me because it's a different type of black pudding. So I did have a slight bit of negativity towards that black pudding, but now I know it's not like a berry black pudding. It is a different texture and flavoured black pudding. So that could be my lack of knowledge on various black puddings. They all seem to be very similar, what I've had, and that one wasn't. The beans could have been a little bit hotter. They were warm, but not hot. Everything else on the plate was hot. The mushrooms were tasty. Obviously there was the toast with the butter, which I've already clarified. The lack of strawberry jam, which we've clarified. The coffee potentially not being strong enough for me, to my taste. It's not made for me, it's made for everyone in general, but having that little tip of just adding a shot, it was just obvious, but I didn't think of it. Things like that make it seem more enjoyable for your breakfast because you're getting it just how you want it, kind of personalising it from remembering these little tips. That breakfast was $10.99. I've got to say, $10.99 is similar to Beefeater, probably the same sort of group. It was pretty decent for the money, for what you got, and you can get as much as you want. go back as much as you want. I really enjoyed the yogurts as well with the mixed fruit on. I don't normally have that, but because it looked nice, I thought I'd give it a go, and it was pretty decent. Marks out of 10, what we're going to give it score-wise? There's a lot to take into account there, because that was a quality breakfast for somewhere that I would say like this, for these beef eatery type places. That was next level compared with most of those that I've been to in the past. And the big thing here was the staff. So like the way we were greeted by the manager on arrival, shown them, talked through everything so we knew exactly what we were doing. And they brought everything to the table, the food, the sauces, the wait time for the food was about... This woman's trying to put me off. I'm going to put her on my video in a minute. Yeah, the wait time, it was only like 5.5 minutes for that food to come out, which I think is exceptional. Yeah, the staff were brilliant. There was 2 ladies in there constantly clearing tables and cleaning everywhere. For an old building, it looks in good shape. It looks pretty clean throughout. Yeah, it was decent all around. So you got decent people working around, serving and cleaning and replenishing. Excuse me. You got the manager there, making sure everything's running correctly, as well as getting involved himself. You got the chefs in the back knocking out some decent food. There's not much I can knock it for, really. I'm thinking of other breakfasts now in my head that I'm kind of comparing it to. I'm going to say we're going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. And the 0.5 deduction is purely the beans could have been a little bit hotter. Obviously, I'm blind not being able to see the jams that were there, but it was a little bit mixed in, but I should have looked and seen that better. The fresh bread wasn't out on my first visit. It was a little bit dry, but I'm sure if I'd have mentioned something that would have been replaced instantly, and it was after I removed those 2 slices anyway. So yeah, I'm going to give it a solid 9.5. I do recommend this place. And now they're shutting all these beef eaters down. If you're local to Stockport, it's only a quick drive here up the motorway and you're here. So yeah, solid 9.5. Until the next one. Cheery bye.
Hi, I am FoodDude. Please like, share, comment and subscribe. I would really appreciate that very much.